LPQ lo que pasó hoy.
What did the White House order that sparked the migrant crackdown in Los Angeles? In recent days, the streets of Los Angeles have become the scene of intense operations targeting undocumented migrants. What many don't know is that behind these actions could be direct orders coming from Washington. Today, we explain what's really happening with the immigration crackdown in California, and who might be behind it. In mid-2024, the federal government issued new instructions to agencies responsible for border security, focusing especially on so-called sanctuary cities like Los Angeles. These guidelines appear to respond to a broader policy of stricter immigration enforcement pushed by the president and certain sectors of Congress. The official goal: to stop what some call a humanitarian collapse in cities receiving a high influx of migrants. But for others, this represents an escalation in the criminalization of people living without legal status. Captures of leaked official documents, images of operations, public statements from officials. According to recent reports, the White House reportedly gave clear instructions to the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, to intensify immigration control operations in certain urban areas. An internal leak revealed that coordination between ICE, local police, and social services was requested to identify and deport migrants without legal status quickly. This immediately generated rejection from the mayor of Los Angeles, who stated he will not allow his city to be used as a political battlefield. The tension between the federal government and local authorities has intensified, revealing a deep ideological divide over how to address the migration crisis. Protests in support of migrants, comments on social media, short interviews. The news has sparked controversy across the country. Human rights activists are denouncing violations of civil liberties and demanding an end to these operations. At the same time, there are groups supporting the measure, arguing it's necessary to restore order and protect resources for U.S. citizens. On social media, the hashtag #StopLACrackdown began to go viral, while other users use hashtag #SecureTheBorders to defend the government's actions. Expert interviews, interactive maps of migration flows, historical moments of immigration laws. Beyond partisan positions, this case raises complex questions about national sovereignty, human rights, and the role of sanctuary cities. How far should federal control over immigration go? Can there be fair solutions for everyone? Situations like this remind us that immigration is not only a political issue but also a deeply human one. Behind every detained person are stories of hope, fear, and the struggle to survive. As the debate continues, thousands of families live in uncertainty. The story of immigration in the United States is still being written, and the world watches closely. What do you think about this new immigration policy? Leave your opinion in the comments below. What do you think about the tightening of immigration policies in the U.S.? Subscribe and share if you want to stay informed.
You just shut the fuck up!
You okay?
After hours of standing off, this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You just
Shut the fuck up!
You okay?
Get that!
I'm standing in front of the Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles, where several hundred protesters are gathered to protest against the presence of the National Guard in the recent ICE raids that have been happening here in Los Angeles. Particularly rare to see the National Guard sent out against the wishes of the governor. It's been done entirely at the discretion of the president, which is what's happened here. Right behind me, there is a line of National Guard troops. They're holding plastic riot shields and they're holding rifles, and they are blocking all of these protesters from potentially going into this federal detention center.
Get that!
And the protesters, they're holding anti-ICE, pro-immigrant, anti-Trump signs, and they're yelling things at the National Guard. You can see protesters hammering them, graffitiing them. All this noxious smoke in the sky. I've never seen anything like this.